Hello, 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 hello. Listen, if you're listening in today, this is Life Insurance Talk with Raymond Cotman. I am your life insurance broker. We came on earlier today to share some information with you, and there was no sound. So we're back again sharing the same information. So I need you to do me a favor if you're listening. I need you to drop into the comments and let me know whether or not you can hear me. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. I think you can. I'm checking my information here to see if it's showing or registering with the computer. Can you hear me? If you're listening, please type in the comments. Let me know whether or not you can hear me. I'd hate to do it a third time today. Come on, give me something. Let me know that you're there, and let me know that you can hear me. That's all I really want to know. That's all I really want to know. Can you hear me this time? Please tell me. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a yeah. I'm going to drop some information into the comments in case you make an appointment to talk life insurance with me. I'd love the opportunity to do that with you and share with you my carriers. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? That's what I want to know. Can you hear me? Is the music too loud? Can you hear the music? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know something before I start in on my whole rant about the good news I want to share with you today. Let me know, but I'm going to drop a comment in case you want to make an appointment with your boy. We can do that. You can actually go to that page, click on that link that I placed in the comments. I don't know why it's not showing up on Facebook, but it's definitely showing up on my YouTube page. I'm going to log into my Facebook account real quick to make sure that I can be heard. So please pardon any noise that you hear. There it is. I can hear it. All right. So let me turn my phone off and we'll get started here. Thank you for joining me today. I'm not going to be here very long. At least that's not my goal. I want to share some information with you that I believe is beneficial to many people who are looking for life insurance but feels that they've been classed out of their opportunity. I do have a carrier that has recently made some changes to their underwriting guidelines, and now depending on your situation, you may actually can get a preferred policy, which means that you can either get a lower premium or you can get more death benefit. And so I'm really excited to share that information with you. Now, I cannot share with you the name of the company because I don't have their authorization to share their name and to do this whole plug. So my goal is really just to share with you the information so that hopefully you'll be intrigued enough to reach out and give me a call. Or if you know someone who may have some health issues and they're looking for life insurance and has not been able to find anything, listen, I've actually placed a referral link on the YouTube page, and you can, or actually if you want information, I can send it to you. Just drop it into the comments. I will see it, I'll get it, and can follow up with you or follow up with them. But if you're on YouTube, we have a referral link that you can just click on, drop their name and contact information in it, and then I will give them a call as soon as possible to talk some life insurance shop with them. Okay, so what is final expense life insurance? It's basically a life insurance policy, but traditional policies start at $25,000. Final expense policy says that they want to really only pay for the expenses that occur at death. So that would be funeral expenses, viewing, gravesite, vault, casket, stone, all of those things, a facility, the cars, all of that. That's what final expense really does. Instead of setting up a GoFundMe campaign after death, having to share those proceeds with the platform, you can actually purchase a final expense policy really inexpensive and in increments as low as $1,500 all the way up to about $50,000. I encourage you, if you're looking at a $50,000 death benefit, you might want to consider a traditional life insurance policy because you're going to get more money for your dollar if you go through the proper underwriting. But if you don't want to go through all of the underwriting, then final expense is the way to go. If you're looking for a $10,000 to $15,000 life insurance policy, it works. Okay, so generally, most companies offer a standard rate. So what that means is it's the average. So anyone in that category, whatever that might be, they're fairly healthy. They get a standard rate or an average rate. You can also get a preferred rating with this particular company, which means they'll give you a lower premium or more death benefit, which is huge for you, right? Maybe you want to leave a little bit more, and the standard rating would not have allowed you to do so. With the preferred rating, you can get more death benefit and leave little Susan something, a little John something, extra, whether it's 2,000 or 15,000, whatever it is. You can actually do that inside of your policy. And so that's the benefit of final expense policy. It's because you can get smaller increments, less than 25,000 for your family member, for your loved one. I encourage you, if you're listening to me today or checking out the replay, if you have a mother or a father who is alive, one of the best things they can leave you is their life. And you can do that by purchasing a life insurance on your family member and paying as much as you can afford to comfortably pay, and that is legacy left to you. You can share that with your children, help financially forward your family, so that you don't have to struggle because mom or dad is no longer here. You can no longer lean on them. It's a way you can leave legacy when your parents don't have a lot to leave you, right? And so that's really a plus. Okay, so there's the standard rating, the preferred rating, which is a better premium. And then this company is actually offering an activity credit, which means if it's 10 minutes or less, if it's 10 minutes of exercise at least 3 times a week, they will give you a preferred, an activity credit, which means that you're going to get a preferred rating or a lower premium. So that's a huge deal. And so let's get into it. We have quite a few that we're going to talk about today. So a lot of what we're talking about in terms of underwriting, I am a field underwriter. And so when I work with my clients, we don't just fill out blank applications. We do some field underwriting to determine what medications you may be on, what diagnosis you may have, surgeries you may have had to take for the last 3 years or so, 2 to 3 years. And then I will look to place you within a company that's going to meet those needs and give you a life insurance offer. That's the goal. No one likes to be declined for life insurance. Generally, when you get declined, you generally avoid your life insurance agent. For whatever reason, I don't know why that is, but it is the way that it is. So as a result, I like to do what I call field underwriting and to get you as close to your future premium as possible. One of the things that keeps you out of a life insurance policy is your health status. And so there are various illnesses that this particular company said you would either be declined or you would get a rated policy. And the first one is anemia. Other than sickle cell, you can actually get a graded policy. But if you do exercise at least 3 times a week or more, for at least 10 minutes at a time, you could get an activity credit, which means you could get a standard rating, right? If you've had no treatment for anemia in the last 3 months, then you could get a preferred rating. So they've moved you from having to wait for death benefit to a preferred status where you can get more death benefit or a lower premium. The next one is asthma. If you have mild asthma, meaning no daily symptoms, no limitations on daily activities, no reduced lung function, no regular use of steroids, or no ER visits or hospitalizations due to asthma in the last 5 years, they will actually give you a preferred rating, which is better premium. And even if it's chronic asthma, they will give you a standard rating, right? But if you do activity 3 times a week for at least 10 minutes at a time, they will offer you a preferred rating, which again puts you in a better position. The next underwriting option, or next underwriting uh, relaxed underwriting is the black lung. If you have black lung, and I'm not even sure what black lung really is. I know it has something to do with the lungs. I'm assuming, right? I'm not a doctor, medical professional, but if you've been diagnosed with black lung, they will actually issue a policy for a standard rating, and they do offer the activity credit with the black lung. So you could get a better rating, again, lower premium, more death benefit. Chronic bronchitis is another one. They will offer a standard rating and a preferred rating with an activity credit. Huge benefit. A lot of these were not available before. They're making it available because this company is saying, we really want to put you in a policy. We really want your business. And they're showing it through their relaxed underwriting rules. And this just happened in the last week or so. I received information on my desk last Friday. I got really excited. I was like, wait a minute, let me pause for a second. Let me check a few things just to make sure that it's true, and it is true. And so it's a plus. So if you have chronic bronchitis and you do activity 3 times a week for at least 10 minutes, you can get a preferred rating. Cirrhosis, you can get a standard rating. They do not offer the activity credit with this particular one, but you can get into a policy and you can get a standard rating. And one of the other things with the standard rating is that you get an immediate death benefit. So before it was a graded death benefit, meaning you'd have to wait 2 years or longer before you could have access to the full death benefit. If that occurred in the first 2 years, you would get premiums returned plus 10%. Now they're offering that with a standard rating, which makes it an immediate payout policy. So if death occurs in the next 30 days, the company is going to pay you. And this is a very reputable company. Actually, it's one of the companies I recommend to most of my clients right off the bat now, even with their term products. Phenomenal company. They want your business. So if you're diagnosed with cirrhosis and you're looking for life insurance, hit me up, let me know. This is a big one here. This is huge. Congestive heart failure, and diastolic heart failure. They are offering these policies at a standard rating. It used to be graded if you were diagnosed before with congestive heart failure before age 45, or they would give it to you as a graded policy if you are older than 45. Now it's a standard rating. Again, huge benefit, no waiting, immediate death payout. Now this one right here, I've looked at quite a few policies over the years, and this is a huge benefit. COPD. Do you know anyone with COPD? Yeah, this is a huge one. Before, it was a graded, meaning you would have to wait a couple of years before full death benefit. Now COPD is a standard rating. You get an average premium. Yeah, they're not dinging you anymore for COPD. And they also offer the activity credit. Huge benefit. Emphysema. You know someone with emphysema looking for life insurance? Listen, this company is offering a standard rating, which is an immediate payout, and they do offer the activity credit as well. They also, this is huge, heart disease. If you have heart disease, it used to be standard. They're offering it at a preferred rating. What? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So, you know, someone with standard with heart disease, they can actually get a final expense policy at a preferred rating. Now, here's the deal. There's no guarantee on any of this. They have to look to see what other things might be underlying issues you may have. So these are all really just one-offs. So if you have heart disease and lung issues and whatever else, they may decline you. But just a one-off, there is a possibility you could get a preferred rating. If anything, you may be able to get a standard rating. But the biggest thing of all of this is you got to put it in an application. You can't just sit around thinking and processing. I don't know, maybe. The biggest piece is not getting the policy in your hands. It's applying for it. Because if you never apply, you never get the policy. So while you're thinking about it, a lot of people want to think about it and time is passing, right? Even with the graded policy, with those policies, you really wanna get in it so that you can get the clock ticking for your weight, right? That's really key. So, instead of sitting around thinking about it, shopping around, listen, I'm telling you, I'm here. We can get you in a policy. Let's take a look at what your dynamics are and how we can assist you in this process. If you are currently hospitalized, I don't know of any policy that will actually accept you, accept a guaranteed issue or guaranteed acceptance policy. But if you're currently hospitalized, generally it's a decline. Before, uh, well, actually, if it's within the last 12 months, this company will offer you a standard rating, and they do offer the activity credit as well. It was either a decline or graded at best, but now they're offering this. If you've been hospitalized in the last 12 months, they're offering it at a standard rating with the potential of an activity credit. Huge deal. One of the things I want you to kind of keep in mind is that activity is really important when it comes to your health, even when it comes to your life insurance policy. It's it helps to strengthen and elongate your life, right? And so activity plays an important role in your health. It plays an important role also in your life insurance as well. Listen to this: liver disease, liver disorder, except for excluding fatty liver disease, they're offering it at a standard rate. Used to be graded, now it's a standard rate. They do not offer it with the activity credit, but they do offer a standard rate for liver disease, liver disorder, excluding fatty liver disease. Huge deal. Respiratory disease or disorder, chronic, standard rating. Big deal. Respiratory, which means it impacts your breathing, your ability to breathe, and when you stop breathing, life is gone, right? They're offering this. They're minimizing some of their risk. They know what it takes to make this policy work for you. They're offering it to you at a standard rate. What does that look like? What does a rate look like for you? It varies from person to person. You want a quote? Listen, inbox me and let me know. You can actually go to the comments or actually if you're on Facebook, put your name in the comments and say I'm interested or something like that, and I will send you a link so that you can set an appointment with me and we can talk about your life insurance plan. All right, we only have a few more to go, and we're doing good on time. Sleep apnea, treatment with supplemental oxygen or oxygen concentrator use, standard rate with an activity credit possible. They also have preferred if you're using CPAP treatment without supplemental oxygen. They'll offer it to you at a preferred rating. The last two, which are really huge, stroke. So if you know someone or if you've had a stroke, a lot of times those get declined depending upon how it impacts you. With this company, they're offering a final expense policy at a standard rating if you had a stroke. And it also makes available the activity credit. Again, huge deal. Before last week, it used to be a graded policy, meaning you'd have to wait a few years before the full death benefit was available if the stroke was prior to age 45 or within 2 years. Now, they wiped all of that away. They just say if you've had a stroke, they'll offer it at a standard rate. Big deal. With many companies, it knocks you out immediately. It knocks you out. But with this particular company, they are accepting you. And then transient ischemic attack, or rather TIA, also known to many of us as mini stroke. They are offering a life insurance or final expense policy at a standard rate. And they do offer the activity credit. And again, for those of you who may be coming in late, the activity credit says that if you do at least 10 minutes of exercise 3 times a week, they will give you an activity credit, which makes or rather boost your rating to a preferred status. And what does that really look like? It means if you do things like walking the dog, gardening, mowing the yard, or other jobs requiring manual labor, or if you do activities like jogging, running, using the elliptical, treadmill, rowing machine, bike, lifting weights, or other common exercises, that counts as an activity credit if you do it at least 3 times a week at 10 minutes each time, right? You can get that bump. You can get the activity credit, which boosts your rating, could boost you into a better premium or more death benefit. Hopefully, this information has been beneficial to you. Here's what I encourage you to do. Inbox me, or rather set an appointment so that we can talk about your goals and what you're looking for. Or if you know someone who needs this information or needs a policy they're looking, I've actually put in the link on Facebook, on YouTube, a referral link where you can just drop in their name and contact information. I will reach out to them and let them know that you referred them to me, give you the credit, and then try to help them as best I can. And a lot of times it's really just the education of life insurance. I love doing that. I love offering and educating people in the area of life insurance. Not everyone understands it. So I would love that opportunity. This is good for you, for your spouse, your loved ones, your mother, brother, sister, father, grandparent. You can actually take out a policy on any of those individuals. Now, if it's an aunt or uncle, we need to have a conversation because you may be a caregiver, and that may make you an interested person, a person of interest where you can get a policy on them as well. I think that is it. If anything, I want you to understand this. The company really wants your business. They really want it. So they relax their underwriting rules and guidelines for you because they want your business. And again, I believe that you can trust this company. They are an A-rated company, which means they pay out all of their claims. If it's legitimate enough, they're paying out all of their claims. So that's a really big deal. And the other thing I want to say is that this policy is available. This final expense policy that I'm talking about, or rather the company, they make their policy available to ages 0 to 85. Right? That's a big gap. Most final expense policies are available at age 50. Some go 45 to 80. But this company makes it available from 0 to 85. Final expense is not just for the old, it's for the young as well. If you're older than 85 and you're looking for life insurance or final expense policy, you can definitely hit me up. I have a company who will offer a final expense policy up to age 89. Yes, 89. So if you know someone who's in need, or you have someone that you would like to take life insurance out on who is over 85 and they don't have anything and they're looking, listen, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you with my resources. I have several companies that are available to me. And again, they're all A-rated companies. I don't work with B-rated companies. I work with people who pay out their death claims. So hopefully this has been beneficial. I encourage you to share this with somebody else. If you know that they're looking for life insurance, that they have some health issues, tell them they need to spend these 24, 25 minutes watching this broadcast and considering an option for them. We do have several companies, and I'd love the opportunity to share all of the information with you. Until next time, thank you for joining into Insurance Talk with your man, Raymond Cotman, right here.